Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs for the month of August, specifically the 1st to the 15th of August. Obviously, this is a general reading. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. If this doesn't resonate with you, please check other aspects of your chart. It could be that this month or this particular part of the month, this is just not for you. I do lives Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That might sort of be the time that your message comes through if today isn't. Okay, so obviously we've got the Lionsgate portal that is already open up until and including kind of the end part of August. So happy birthday, Leo. First and foremost, I want to wish you guys a happy birthday. If you haven't already had it, hope you have an amazing time. So let's have a look. Let's get the energies here, see what's going on. Obviously, if you aren't already aware, the Lionsgate is a portal of your ancestral latent abilities that your light codes, your kind of upgrades you'll be receiving. It's particularly also a galactic new year, or so the minds say. So usually there's a lot of energy at this point in time, usually a lot of upgrades, and sometimes it can stir up a lot of other things as well, because for any new energy coming in, we obviously have to, things move around a little bit before that happens. So let's see for you guys. I'm going to use, for the first part of today, I'm going to use the Angels of Atlantis Oracle deck by Alison Chester Lambert and Richard Crooks. Let's have a look. The energies, please, Spirit. Thank you. Here today, gone tomorrow, I'm hearing. Okay, we've got Archangel Haniel, which is courage. Obviously, your sort of energy for Leo will be coming through based on the fact that we are in Leo season. This is a primal energy. Very, very primal energy. I'm also getting rubies with any sort of rubo. This is like, I'm hearing a promise. Someone's working the courage up to make you a promise. This is ancestral. This is an ancestral line as well that was promised. Light codes that will activate in you to create. This is also for lineage that if you're looking to create a lineage of a sort, so for example children, this is being activated in you to go after what you want. I feel like if you've had a bit of a rough journey, it's an upgrade to kind of move you past that once you've learned what you need to learn. I keep hearing break the seal as well. You know what they're showing me? It's like a letter with a seal, when obviously in the olden days they used to seal it with wax, and then once the seal is off, that's it. You can see very clearly it's been opened. Something is opening up here, but it's almost like a chakra upgrade that is sealed until now, is how I want to say it. That's how I'm kind of getting it, at least. And it's a very old promise or vow, but it's something that you were expecting to receive, and my incense has just landed on it. Yeah, it's an upgrade. I'm just going to channel, because we've got a Haniel here, and I'm not really that familiar with Haniel. Let me just see what I can tap into, because I feel like there's another message coming in. And before I jump into the next part, they're very keen for me to get hold of this. You need to be very clear on what you want, because I'll give you an example, because I feel like people miss this. Let's say you're sat amongst friends and you're explaining a problem, okay? But you're talking about it in depth, and you're talking about the problem you're upset about it, so you're explaining your feelings. Be really aware that when you're doing that, okay, I understand that sometimes, it's great to relieve that kind of energy, but if you're over talking it, you're going to create more of that. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm hearing break the pattern. If you're used to sitting, discussing certain situations with people, and you're in that flow of lack, or this hasn't happened for me, that hasn't happened for me, you're going to create more of it. You will create, I'm going to be honest with you, you will create more of it. Haniel's asking you to be very aware of what energy you're putting out there, because this is a very powerful time for you. Don't fall into the traps and pitfalls of Now, I don't know why I want to say this, but there's a male line here. It could be your father's line. It doesn't have to be. It could be mother's father's line. But there's a male line. And I don't know why, but there's something. It's like either there was an archaeology. There's some link to archaeology. Digging underneath, like the earth. Unearthing things. You could have found out something about your father's or your lineage here that was disruptive towards you or sort of confused you. The reason for that is you're meant to tie up a certain path that your family was walking through, but and it's to tap into that latent ability, not the lesson but the actual gift from it, in order to move on your own singular path. So this is not to sort of, take on the family line and just continue that, the pattern. This is to take the lesson from it and to move forward, but utilizing the abundance and the manifestation gifts that you have. Your raw energy is going to propel you forward, but you have to channel it in the right way. That's the message. What do you mean keep going? As in read or more cards? Thank you. So I'm just talking to the spirit here. Okay, so just saying keep going with it. Could be a message for you as well. Keep going. So if you've got a dream, I don't know why it took me ages to get that out, but if you've got a dream and you're feeling like it's not coming immediately, keep the focus, because again, watch your discussion points here. Wow, Shamuel, new beginnings. Look at that energy. Look at that amazing energy. And again, I keep seeing pearls here. Now we've got, this looks like now I know it's an orb. This is Shamuel. There's a gift. I mean, obviously it's your birthday is a gift, but it's more than that. You've got higher your actual. I don't even know why I can't speak. Your chakras here are. I'm hearing blossoming, but you must close out an old cycle. Again, father's line, more to it than that. So if you've already gone, oh, I've done that, there's more to it. This is the thing. So I'm getting fire here, but then I'm getting water here, okay? You must nurture yourself first and foremost, because that is what is going to drive you as well. If you're not topping your own cup up, it will be harder. Something about sailing into the sunset could be wanting to travel. You could want to move to a different location. You could want a vacation, or you're about to go on a holiday vacation. I've got that Tasmin Archer song, Sleeping Satellite. You may want to have a look at the lyrics to that, but I'm just channeling that song at the moment. I'm just listening to the lyrics. You're questioning everything. It's like you've got to a point where you're stopping your tracks and you're observing everything that's ever has been, and everything that you feel like you want to achieve. It's like you're looking at everything, your past and also your goals. You're reviewing everything. This is there's something more with this card. I'm hearing emotional channel. There's an emotional channel opening up. So by you closing this out, any sort of ancestral patterns, you're opening other things up in you, but it's like your heart center. There's a heart center awakening here. Very lot. I mean, it's kind of powerful one, if I'm totally honest with you. Especially as a channel, if you're a channel, then that's going to be really important. Let's have a look at the archetype cards for you guys. Let's see what the themes are apart from what we've just covered. Okay, this is the archetype cards by Caroline Miss. Beg your pardon, Caroline Miss. Leo, please. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. And the 1st to 15th. Themes, please. Thank you. They keep channeling that same song. Again, there's this nostalgic energy here. The cards are going all over the place. Not usually this hard to handle. Let's have a look here what the message. 1st to 15th August for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What was the thing, please? What was the thing, please, Spirit? Thank you. Don't know why that was so dramatic. We've got poet here, and you've got the doves. Okay, this is the channel that I'm talking about. It says expresses soul insights in symbolic language. If you feel like your communication style is not understood, keep going with it. Don't forget, you're not meant to slot in with everyone. You're meant to honour you, to keep going, to then follow your own path. If it's not the same as everyone else's, it's even better, because it just means that you're doing your own thing, in my opinion. Poet, there's an abstract energy here. I feel like you're going to get signs and synchronicities that are not the norm. I feel like your reality is going to be kind of a little bit more, I'm hearing progressive and abstract. So, for example, if you're used to getting very specific signs, I feel like the signs are going to get a bit more profound, if I'm totally honest with you. And then we've got visionary in the reverse. Selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. There you go. I didn't even need to look at the card. Do not sacrifice your own inner wisdom, your own path, your own inner voice for the sake of merging in. This is not the month to do that. This is not the. Now, even if you're even if you're a party of one, you need to keep going with that, because you on your own alignment from source, connected to source, but also the earth, creates waves that I don't. Because this is the thing, if you're not in alignment with yourself, then you won't be in alignment with source fully. So if you're fitting into what your other sort of, environments are, that means you're out of alignment, in my opinion. Which means there is a limit to what you can gain. I'll put it in that sort of term. So femme fatale highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. So this is a powerhouse of feminine energy right here. Now you may watch this and think, are you nuts? I'm male. Doesn't matter, male, female, you can still have light and dark, you can still have masculine and feminine. In fact, the more that you are in alignment with the masculine and feminine within you, the better, because again, you are in your energy, your correct, power. So for the feminines amongst you, wow, throat chakra issues, okay. Someone is not speaking out properly. Someone feels misunderstood. Wow. Okay, whoever you are, you need to look at the throat chakra, because you're holding back. You're definitely holding back. If you've had issues around the throat, I'm not talking upgrades, I'm talking you feel like you can't communicate your truth, you aren't honest with people, could be a bit passive aggressive. You need to address this, because I'll be really honest with you, this is you out of alignment, okay? And I'm not talking, going to the opposite end of the degree and sort of blasting people. I'm talking sitting and really evaluating this, because we need you in alignment ideally. I'm sure you want to be as well. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. Empowerment. Okay, doing things your own way and not compromising on your own needs, because you need to honour yourself at this time. Okay, let's have a look at the tarot, guys. Let's have a look. In fact, that one needs to come out as well at some point. Where are we going with this? What deck are we going to use here? Not that one. I think you're right. Okay, we're going to go with the Tarot NEFERATI, which is, shout out Nina, the lovely Nina, for gifting the deck to the channel. I appreciate you. And this is the deck you can win as well, if you want to, which is the competition, 1,000 subscribers, win a 30-minute free reading. And this deck, not this one, there's another one sat over there. And to be in it to win it, you must be subscribed and you must like and comment on a video. And a winner will be picked at random. Okay, let's have a look. Leo, please. 1st to the 15th. Leo. Leo, 1st to the 15th. Okay, I've got someone staring at me here. Okay, okay. Okay, so if you're struggling at the moment with business, money, organisation, practical issues, there's an energy here of a past life where someone was struggling to make ends meet, and it was like they were paying Peter to buy back from Paul, and so, sort of juggling finances. There's a lack energy here There's a real strong lack energy, and obviously there's a lack of abundance, I feel. Now, that may not be for everyone. So this is going to be, if you're in alignment with yourself, that will shift. Okay, this is why it's really important. I get it. You're not going to want to move away from all your friends and, you know, the status quo sometimes, especially as a fixed sign, which I'm fairly sure Leo is. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's very difficult sometimes to change. And as a Taurus sun, I'm an Aries Taurus cusp, but I've also got Venus in Taurus. I can understand you, but I've got other placements that make me enjoy change as well. And I'll be honest with you, the biggest blessings I've ever had have come from major changes, which have shifted my reality, and I wouldn't turn back time and change them, because it's made me happy. Do you know what I mean? In the long run. So let's have a look. Leo, please. Wow, that one wanted to come out. The sun. The sun's just come out. 1st to 15th, please. 1st to 15th August for Leo. What's going on with Leo? Okay, here we go. Okay, Sun, happiest card in the deck. This is you guys, Leo. Okay. Upgrades. I love how they've given me this card. So basically, I don't know if you're aware, but the 26th of July was, as I mentioned, it was like a brand new galactic new year. Okay, 25th, 26th. And I channeled on my last live about how there was a leap, you know, a quantum leap almost. And that date there was a pause and then a brand new year. And obviously, if you look, I uploaded 2 Cancerian videos. So this reading was actually meant to be yesterday, but there was a reason Spirit didn't want me to do this on that day, and that was because it wasn't quite the beginning of a new era, or a new timeline, or a new galactic year. And obviously, because we're in Leo season, it was the timings, there's no coincidence with any timings I'd upload, because everything is built into the predictions and the kind of information. So the reason they're giving this is I may have to do another reading on, like another video on this, or it may come up in the live that you may be watching today. If not, keep an eye out for it, because I feel like this may come up. I'm not going to go into I don't want to duplicate the information, but this is upgrades. This is, I'll try and summarize it so you know, if it doesn't come up, you know. This is enlightenment. This is enhancements. It's ascension. It's liberation, okay? But it's also, in the typical sense, you know, happiness, healing, clarity. And this is also a brand new day as well. This is also the symbology of the sun. So I'm hearing direct contact. If you are having interesting dreams or sleep patterns, that's because they're working on you in your sleep. You need to honour this. It should clear roughly around the 25th. They're also talking about the full moon, which is happening on, I want to say on the, where are we? It's happening on, I've already given the information. It's an Aquarius full moon on the 3rd. And in the UK it'll be 16:58 PM. But obviously for other locations, do check the time. That's going to be really significant. So pay attention from around the 3rd of August for a shift. They're saying a significant shift, because where you guys are the sun, I'm just hearing a brand new day, a dawning, a brand new day. So this is a very powerful energy. If you can really ride this wave and really understand what this energy is giving, you are going to be laughing. In terms of manifestation, you guys have a real untapped energy that if you get into this, what I've explained, you can get into that. This is an investment, a huge investment, and it's a lifelong investment, all right? Now, we've also got the 2 of Swords in the reverse. If you felt stuck, if you felt like you can't move forward, if you felt like nothing is changing, get ready, because it's about to, okay? In the reverse, this is no longer a block. This is no longer a pause. This is, let's move forward. Now, bottom of the deck, we've got the 9 of Wands, wounded warrior energy, okay? Wounded warrior energy. This is being let down, probably you felt like maybe you're misunderstood. You're not getting where you want to go. You have upset people. Whatever context that's in, work, personal life, family life, relationships, this is shifting. but we need to close out something first. We need to release what is not in alignment, okay? That means no compromising on your own values and your own needs, because that's also very important as well. Okay, let's have a look. The healing, the star in reverse could be Aquarius, but this is a good, again, we've got Leo here, air signs. Okay, what aren't you looking at here? There's a lot of this looking at something and seeing maybe that there isn't much hope, right? Or thinking that there isn't much hope. It's an illusion, I'm going to be honest. Don't forget you've got Neptune that I think is trining you, your sun, possibly in Aries, sorry, beg your pardon. No, it's in Pisces. There's something. Check out if you've got any placements in Pisces, or because there's something with Neptune here. There's something going on with Neptune. No, I'm not going to look at the chart. I'm going to listen to the guides. They're saying take a look at the chart. Why can't you just tell me? Okay. There's something illusionary about this. Now, I think Neptune doesn't go direct until December, I think. And the last planet? Would that be Pluto? Yeah, there's a real shift coming here. This is gearing you up. Okay, this is the thing. Whatever efforts you're putting in now for your new kind of sun-like year, you are going to reap the rewards moving forwards, but specifically after December. That's how I want to say it. Which would make sense, because that would be that would actually be just after Sagittarius season. There's something about Sagittarius season for you guys as well. But this is like for some reason they want to focus more in the longer term for you guys. And again, if you're sat there thinking, well, what about now? Check your other placements, because this is what they want to focus on at the moment. I'm not in charge here. I just listen to these guys and they tell me what I need to say. I'm hearing a promise. You're about to unlock. So this is what I'm hearing, okay? There's a bank account somewhere in the ethers that has got your name on it, but it's not quite there yet, because there's a misalignment here. The universe is basically saying to you, right, let's get this last stuff in alignment, and then we can allow this abundant energy, this money, this kind of fertile energy to come through, okay? Lost prophet, I don't know who that's for. That's a really specific message though. They'll know who it's for. They're just saying they'll know who that's for. So again, I'm not going to sit and debate that. You'll know. Don't try and make it fit if it's not you. Okay, you don't trust in the universe. This is another thing. You're not surrounded. I'm going to be real honest with you. So I had Chiron conjunct my IC in astrology, and if anyone knows anything about that, it is like a raw nerve being exposed, right? And I've been through some absolute shiz in my life, and I felt like I can laugh about it now, but I felt like I was dying at the time. And I'll be really honest with you, I remember in a meditation, like during this time, I heard the voice, which was my spirit guide, saying, just surrender. So I just surrendered, and I ended up in some random realm where I was like, are you actually joking me? And I just went on this random journey, and they showed me all kinds of things, and then I came out of it and I had such a profound new look on life that it was extremely liberating, right? Sometimes if we're holding on too tight, it is not going to allow us to see certain things, because we're not flowing with things. The universe is not here to try and trip us up. It wants us to succeed, but if we're in our own way, then that's going to be increasingly impossible to do, or harder to do. Okay, so you must trust. Now, I get it. It's not easy. No one is sitting here saying, oh, you know, I'm an expert, because I wouldn't be here if I was. Do I know a little bit about it? Of course. But let's be realistic. If I was an expert, I wouldn't be incarnated, you know. I would have gone. In fact, they gave me the offer to do that, but I'm not copping out. So because I feel like it is a bit of a cop-out if I do leave. And that sounds really ominous the way I've said that. It's not ominous. That's how the relationship I have with Spirit. So they were like, do you want to leave? And I was like, no. So, and that was before this corona thing. Okay. So, that was someone needed to hear that. So again, this is about hope and understanding how things really work. And even if you feel like you really understand how everything works, there's upgrades that is going to help you along in your journey to, I'm hearing, fulfill a promise. There's a vow that you took here in a soul contract that you're slowly moving into, if you haven't already, that this is really, really important, which is why you have to not compromise on any of your integrity or your values, because this is part of the agreement. You must stick to your heart's desire. You must do it. Even if everyone's a naysayer around you. They're saying that's really important. Bottom of the deck, the world. They want to close this cycle out in, proper accelerated completion. But if it's not ready and you're not ready, then again, limbo here. Now, I don't know why I want to say this, but there's something about music here. And I'm hearing compromise. I'm hearing compromise. But not on your values. I'm talking like, if you know that there's something like a deal breaker that, that they're no, okay? But they're saying make sure that you're not fighting everything. You're really kind of choosing your battles. That's how they're saying it. Yeah, you must stick to your integrity, but not at the expense of everything else. I don't know how much more specific I can get with that, really, because I feel like there's going to be some people going, but what do you mean? Email me for a personalised reading if you're not sure. Okay. 9 of Wands again. Okay, so we've got the Emperor with the 9 of Wands, alright? So, maybe you're in your masculine energy. They're just saying you are. Leo, masculine. Sun, masculine. Maybe you're very in your masculine energy. You need to... Someone's screaming in my ear now. Oh, they're saying you need to let go. Let it go. Let it go. It will come to you when it's time. You need to let it go. Enough. Enough. We're getting dragged today, guys. We're getting dragged. But someone is literally, they're getting annoyed at the fact that I'm referring to them as someone. Somebody's guide, an angel, is saying I've had enough. Alright, so maybe you're saying you've had enough, they've had enough as well. They just keep saying you can't compromise. So if you feel like you're putting all of your energy into this, you must pull your energy back, because it feels possibly like it's draining you, but they're also annoyed. You don't compromise yourself in this way. You know better than that. I'm also getting a masculine energy around you as well. That could be father, grandfather. Could be, I feel like for most of you it's father. They just keep saying it was designed this way. It was designed this way. You'll know what that means. I can't give any more information at the moment, I'm afraid, because obviously general reading. But you'll know what that means. And if you don't, I apologise, but maybe it's not for you. To complete this is for you, because this is the thing, don't forget, femme fatale. We had the feminine energy, now we've got the masculine, alright? Is there a wounded element here in maybe the masculine and the feminine that is not complete? It's just not complete. This is what's holding us back. This is the feminine energy in a very erotic feminine energy, and this is the masculine that feels like it's got to hold everything together, and which I can relate to, because this is very much, because I'm Sun in 5th house. This is a masculine energy. It feels like it's got to protect itself. I can totally understand that. You don't need to. When you get into that energy, your stance is, I've got to be in protection mode. You are basically saying to the universe, again, I'm dragging myself now. This is because I'm listening to these guys. They're saying for once. what you're basically doing is you're saying you don't trust that this is good for you. Now, trust me when I say this, I feel you, because this is a wound that we're holding on to. Too long, they're saying, yes. Is this going to be for everyone? Possibly not. For the majority of you, probably. Let it go. You are enough. You always have been enough. And I feel like I'm going to cry now. You always have been enough. Always. Always. This has been a pattern, and you must have a look into this. This is my granddad now. I can hear my granddad's voice. It's safe. I'm going to get all emotional now. It's safe, okay? To retreat is to compromise on you, which is not an option. No. Take your power back. And I'm not talking in a negative manner. I'm talking in an evolved manner, okay? Bottom of the deck, Hierophant, structure, order, status quo, hierarchy. The principles and ideals that you would have been kind of almost, developed yourself on, there's a more progressive way, and you need to release the old ways. Because what you're doing is you're carrying out a family dynamic, and I can 100% attest to that for me. This I can relate to, and my guides are dragging me just as much. So you need to be aware, and I need to be aware of what that means in the sort of bigger picture for your love life, for how you operate, for your energy exchanges, how you relate to people, your friends, how you view the world, everything. Because do you know what it is? This is how they're telling me. There's something very special about your energy, and maybe the world wasn't used to sort of receiving it, or maybe it wasn't ready, but that's not your problem at the moment. Your problem is, your concentration point is to be in your authentic energy and channeling the highest vibrational energy at the expense of nothing, at the expense of following your line, following your heart, following your passion. You keep going until you realize you look back and think, wow, I can't believe I did this. You just keep going with it. If you feel like no one relates to that, then you have to keep digging deep here and going with it. Now, I feel like when I'm saying this, someone I feel is definitely breaking down a little bit here. You don't have, this is the thing, being strong doesn't have to be holding everything together and not sort of showing any emotion. Sometimes it's extraordinarily powerful to be in that emotional raw energy and just to feel it and just let it work through you. I'll be real honest with you now. Coming from someone that's had a few near-death experiences and has had to let go at some points, because it's not up to me to be like, oh, actually, no, sorry, you're not going to take my life away from me because I'm, getting into frickin' some over-the-top mode, because I know my place. I'm not, and again, that sounds very disempowering the way I'm saying that, but listen, as much as I'm in my power, I realise that we are a part of something that is both in us and externally, and although I'm not externalizing it and I recognize it's within me and it's within us all, I realize that there's another energy at work here, and if you don't work with it, it will go against going against the grain is not an option. When you work with this energy, you come out a lot better, from my experience. Working against it is futile in my experience. And so when I talk about hierarchy, I'm not saying, oh, I'm just a meager peasant that's just, no, it's because this is in us all. This is not just a hierarchy and up there is better and we're down here and crap. It's about honouring the flow, okay? Honouring the timing, honouring the notes. You know when okay, I'll give you an example. As a Taurus, Venus in Taurus, and as a Taurus sun, so you know when you're wine tasting or you're doing something with your senses, there's levels, isn't there? Okay, there's there's notes that you can kind of tangibly work out, right? This is the same thing. you're working alongside, you know, you're utilizing what you've got to understand and articulate, or to sort of, you know, understand a certain energy or a certain substance or a certain smell or whatever it is. And either you're expressing how that would be because you're understanding it. This is the same thing. I feel like I'm not making my point very well, Spirit. What can you tell me here to help me make my point? They're saying they'll see it for themselves. Maybe you've already started seeing this for yourselves, but this is about getting into alignment with the dance of the universe. It's like riding the wave, but it's like the sort of rhythm of the universe that you're learning about here, and how to utilize that in your highest good. Okay? And it's like any wine tasting. You'll understand certain notes and certain fragrances, and the more you get into that, the more you'll understand it. But when you fully understand as much as you can and understand how energy works, this is going to really help you and move you along in all areas. Okay? Now I've just realised I've talked a lot about guys, I apologise. So let's go into outcomes here, because I want to pull some oracle cards for you guys. I think I'm going to be late for live as well. Yeah. Okay, outcomes please. What are the outcomes for Leos? Outcomes 1st to 15th of August. Outcomes for Leo. Queen of Cups. You're in your feminine energy. This is your feminine healed energy, in your power. Again, masculine or feminine. Take it as it resonates. 4 of Wands. Security, stability. Your home. Home is where the heart is. Home is where you're flowing. You're allowing your flow. Underneath that is temperance, balance. This is about balance. Queen of Cups, water. Okay. Don't forget we have the water signs as well, the water cards. Intuition. This is also tapping into that heart center energy. It's coming into alignment with the heart center. It's passion, it's feeling, it's doing it without worry or concern. It's emotional liberation. Okay, guys, so very, very powerful. And what, you know, Queen of Cups is, this is a mothering energy. This is she's in her feminine energy, you know. It's she's open to the universe. She's open, and she's able to understand and feel it out and read things, you know. What? Wow. Okay, no wonder they want me to use this deck. Wow, guys. That is insane. Okay, I don't even know what to say right now, but that was your reading. You're not trusting yourself. Look, this is what this is about here. You gotta start trusting yourself more here. This is you in your glory, okay? Look at all that. Look, you're in nature. You're one with it. You're working with it, as opposed to second guessing it. Okay, guys, this was your reading for Leo. Okay, thank you for your support, your subscriptions, your likes and your shares. I appreciate you a lot. If you want to catch me live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 PM British Standard Time, we're going to be doing a ladies' night. Not sure the dates yet. Maybe the starting the 1st, which is a Saturday. Probably going to be maybe 11, 12 PM British Standard Time that this could start, right? Maybe a little, yeah, 11, 12 midnight on English time on the 1st, I think. If that changes, keep an eye out for notifications of that and announcements. And if you want to win the deck and the reading, as I say, subscribe, like and comment on a video that isn't alive. Have a wonderful month. Happy birthday. Until next time, take care.